Hi, everybody. I just wanted to share with you my obstacles that I have right now in my life that I'm trying to overcome. And, perhaps you might have the same ones or similar. But I just want to share them with you so you can see what it is that I'm trying to do and how I've found a solution that I think will answer a lot of those that'll actually help me overcome a lot of these obstacles. So I just wanted to show you what I have, and then I'm going to explain how what I've been doing to overcome these things. So I made a list, and my number one, of course, is income, and I think that's where a lot of people are at. Is with inflation and prices going up and wages not going up, that's been kind of a rough thing for a lot of people. And I'm looking for a way to increase that because I have a lot of goals I need to meet in my life. And then also time. So I already work 40 hours a week and sometimes more depending on what's the need is. And I work on a salary, so I have a fixed amount of income, and I have a lot of time that I have to devote towards that. So I don't have a lot of extra time for leisure or family or anything else. And then third, is I'm getting close to retirement. I need to really take that seriously and figure out how I'm going to really bolster up my savings and my investments to meet that goal. And then fourth, I do have a son that is autistic. And lately he's been really a handful. He really takes a lot of my time and effort. But the other thing is I'm worried about his future. And there's a lot of things that I have to do that's going to be unique to his situation, where a lot of folks don't have that situation. And I'm going to need a lot of money and a lot of resources to help him. And then the last thing is, of course, inflation, which I think is a lot related to the first one, but just to keep up with that all the time, just to expect that wherever you work is going to always help you with that's just not going to happen. All right, so let me go ahead and share with you the solution that I came up with to help me overcome all these obstacles that I have. So I'm going to start off here with the income. So I joined a company here called 7K Metals, and they do precious metals, coins, bars, like gold and silver, and it's a direct selling company. But by becoming a member and a business member, I'm able to share an opportunity with this company that can make me an income, and which is really nice. It's something I can do from home. That takes us to the second thing, because it gives me the time freedom I need. So I don't have to worry about going somewhere like Uber driving. I don't have to go work at Walmart or whatever, on their hours, on their time. I can do this anytime I want, and I can create my own hours, and I can work from home, so I don't have to go anywhere. I can do everything from home if I want to. So that helps me a ton, because my son, he's with me all the time, kind of restricts my ability to go out and do some of these things. And then retirement. So with this company, 7K Metals, because it's involved in silver and gold, a lot of the products are able to help me invest towards my retirement. They have, regular bullion, silver and gold, but they also have collectible coins, which have a lot more potential to increase in value over time. And so that's something I can use to kind of help my future. And also my son, who I'm worried about his future, I can also save for his future. And that's what I'm going to also be doing. And then the other thing that a lot of people don't realize is gold and silver outpaces inflation. And then by doing this as a side business, I'm also making money, which is going to help me outpace inflation. So all that just taken care of in one solution here, which is being a member of 7K Metals. Okay, so let me tell you how it works, and so you can see what it involves and what it costs, and how you can make money. So first of all, but you gotta buy a membership, and that's what I did about a year and a half ago. And you can either be a customer for $199 a year, or you can be a business owner and pay $499. I did this one because I'm serious about doing this as a business, and so that's why I did that. You can still make a commission as a customer if you want. That being, having a business membership is just going to give you a little bit of an advantage with the tools that they provide you. And then the second thing is the autosaver program. So when you're part of the autosaver program, you're getting a coin every month, or even a gold note, or whatever it is that you want to pick. I'm doing a Silver Eagle collectible gold coin, a graded MS70 coin is what you get, and it costs $115 a month to get a coin every month, plus shipping is $15, so it's about $130 a month. And by doing that and that, then you're active in the business and you're eligible to earn a commission. And so if you share this with other people, then anytime someone becomes a member of 7K and buys coins, all that goes to you as a commission. You get a portion of that, of course, as a commission that goes on indefinitely. So you're actually building a business that it has a residual income that eventually will just always be coming in with, even when you're sleeping. And so that's the power of what this is it's, you're not only are you investing by buying gold or silver coins, saving for your future, but you're also earning extra money and a residual income that will just go on indefinitely, as long as you're sharing this with other people. I just wanted to show you a tax saving estimator here, and the reason why I want to show you this is because being a member of 7K Metals gives you the advantage of being in business for yourself. And when you're in business for yourself, you have more tax deductions that you can take beyond what you would take if you're just a W-2 employee. Something I completely forgot about before I was looking into this and realized this is a huge advantage. So I just want to show you this. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing, so you can kind of see how it works. And so this is how I handle things with my situation. So it's asking first, like, how many miles I drive each month. So I've got 200 miles here. So just to kind of give you an idea what that looks like, I normally drive maybe 400 miles a month, about 100 miles a week total, but half of that is personal and half of it's business. So I just cut that in half. And so I put down about 200 miles a month is what I do for that. And then office space in your home. So I do have a space in my house that I dedicate to doing my business. And that's about 10% of the size of my square footage. Travel expenses. Now I did have and do have these. I just figured these are kind of optional things for people to do. You don't have to do these things to still get a big advantage by being in business for yourself. But if you have them, you can put them in. There's also business meals, same thing. If you're going to go out and share, with people what you're doing with 7K Metals, then you can count that when you go out to eat. Or for me, I actually go out and golf, and I talk to people I'm golfing with about 7K metals, so I write that whole thing off. So that's something you can think about doing if you do that. Um, Office supplies, I do have those, but again, that's, you can put them in if you want. Cost of business items. Okay, so what I did here is I added, I took, as you probably remember from the earlier clip, I showed that I spent $500 plus another $1,560 towards the membership of 7K metals, which includes the coins that I'm buying every month and the annual membership. And I divided it by 12, so that gives me $171. So I'm spending that much on my business, and I'm going to put that as my cost of business items, which is close to the 2052. So pretty close. And then I also spend money on marketing materials, but I'm not going to show that in here. I could, that's something that's optional for people to do. These are just things I'm showing you because you already probably spend money on this besides the stuff for the 7K metals. Cell phone expense. Everyone does cell phone. Well, I spend $180 on my cell phone service. So I'm cutting that in half to 90 since I do half business, half personal. And then internet access fee. So I spend $70 a month on my internet, and I do half business, half personal. So I'm cutting that in half. So as you can see, I have a total of $7,176 on this example of deductions that I can take. And my tax bracket is 25%. So it's giving me an annual savings of $1,794. So that's, pretty close to that $2,060 that I spend. I'm only spending maybe $200 or $300 a year out of my own pocket to actually be in business with 7K metals. So I just wanted to point that out, that there's not very many opportunities out there that you can do that are literally almost paid for. Okay, so before I joined 7K metals, I wasn't like all gung-ho. I wasn't 100% sure. I had some reservations, and so I had to kind of look at some things. And so I'm going to share with you some of those reservations that I had and how I understood and overcame those objections that I had. So maybe you have the same ones, but I'm going to share with you the ones I had. So first of all, sales / networking. Okay. So that wasn't a huge objection for me. It's just that I'm already in sales. That's what I do. So that's not the problem I had. The problem I had was that I wasn't used to doing sales like this, which is network marketing or direct selling. It's a totally different thing. And of course, you hear a lot of negativity out there about it. And so I wasn't really excited about that, but I had to do some research, and I had to really look into why people felt that way, because it was just I didn't understand it anyway. So as I understood the business more, I started to feel more comfortable with it, because I felt like I do have a lot of experience in sales. Now, there's a lot of people that are very skittish about this part in general. And from my experience so far, I've met people who are in this business that lack a lot more sales skills and experience, and yet they still do fairly well. So I was impressed by that, and there's reasons behind that. But that was something I had a concern with. And then second of all, loss on investment. So whenever you're joining a direct selling company like this, you're buying stuff. You're buying, like in this case, we're buying silver and gold coins. In other companies, it may be a health product which has an expiration date. So when I compared that in my mind, I thought, well, that's really cool, because if I'm buying silver and gold and I'm just sitting on it, it's going up in value anyway. And unlike other kinds of things, other products out there, they generally have a shelf life, right? And whereas silver and gold doesn't. And so if I needed to, I could sell my gold or silver, and I could cut my losses if I needed to. I mean, if I just didn't, for some reason, didn't do well, I could just sell my coins and get my money back. So that made me feel really good. And I thought, well, that's not much risk, right? So that's one thing I was concerned on. The other thing is, I've been in the investment world for a long time, and the return on investment on silver and gold is not really pushed out there. A lot of people don't understand it. In general, if you're just buying raw silver and gold, yeah, it doesn't really go up really, a lot over time, but there's more to it. When I actually researched it, the return on investment on gold has actually been very good since 1971, because when we went off the gold standard, ever since then, gold has done phenomenally well. And you could almost compare that to the stock market. It's just had a really good return of investment over time. It's definitely less volatile, which is nice. Silver, okay, now silver hasn't done as well, but the issue with that is over time, or over the history of silver, it's been worth a lot more, because it used to be a 16-to-1 silver to gold ratio, which means you should have, for every 16 ounces of silver, you could buy 1 ounce of gold. But right now, silver is at 85 ounces of silver to 1 ounce of gold. So it's very, very underpriced. And so it's a very good, and you can research this. A lot of experts believe that this 16-to-1 ratio, or somewhere around that number, is the real ratio. That's how much silver is on the planet compared to gold. So at some point, this is going to have to come to a reckoning, and silver is going to have to go up in price. So that's just one thing. But on top of all that, the coins that I'm investing in with 7K Metals are collectibles, which have a lot more potential than just the price of the silver or gold, because they're rare, they have low mintage, and not very many people are going to have them. So over time, they're going to go up in value, just like baseball cards, comic books, art, all those things. So when I looked at all that, it made a lot of sense to me, and then I thought, I'm going to have to move forward with this. There's just too many good things about this that I couldn't ignore. Okay, so to wrap all this up, I just believe that this opportunity with 7K Metals is unlike anything else. I just think it's an amazing opportunity. I've looked at so many other things out there, and what makes me feel really good about it is the product is silver and gold. I mean, it's been proven over 6,000 years that silver and gold is a solid investment, and it just makes me feel good to be part of a company that offers that, and then it also offers me the opportunity, which I don't have with the job. I would have to quit my job, or I would have to do something completely different, which I've been there for several years, and that's just not a risk I'm willing to take. And I'd rather look at another opportunity that I can do from home that's going to help me build my future and my fortune. And that's what I'm hoping to do one day with this. And it does take effort, and it does take time and learning, but I'm willing to do that, and I know that it can be done. And there's many people who are in this business that have done a lot less, and I've also haven't been through what I've been through. So I feel like this is something I could do, and I feel like a lot of people could do. And It's just sharing, and it's a very, low risk, low investment, but yet unlimited opportunity, which I believe is there. And so hopefully that helps you maybe decide this is something for you. I know it's for me, and I know if I keep doing it, it's just going to be better and better. And hopefully I'll hear from you soon. Thanks. Bye.